Syracuse. What's different about Tommy DeVito than Eric Dungy?
What's different? Just his probably level of playing experience. Got a big arm. He's athletic, very mobile. Stands tall in the pocket, can throw on the run. There's probably more similarities than there are differences. He's been in the system, so it's not like they just signed him. So he's had experience. I think he's had over a year ago had over 100 attempts throwing the ball. Played extensively at North Carolina, Florida State, of course Notre Dame when Dungy got hurt early in that game, and has played well. And I know they lost against Maryland, but he played well and threw for over 300 yards and threw some terrific balls. They still got really good skill at both receiver and back and at tight end. So, again, I see more similarities than I do differences. He's probably more calm and I don't know if poised is the right word, but as we know, Dungy, he's like Coach Venables playing quarterback, just with a lot of emotion, word on his sleeve, and DeVito seems a little more calm in his presence, probably leadership-wise.
The tempo with which they play, how much of a challenge will that be, especially for your younger players up front?
Yeah, I mean, we've got to do a good job of, getting our calls and getting our hands in the dirt so we can play with, again, fundamentals and technique and being assignment sound. So that's always really, really important.
Gino's offense truly goes sideline to sideline, even when they line up.
Yeah, they make you defend every patch of grass, and they do a great job with their scheme in the run and pass game and their RPOs and then all the exotics and trickery, if you will, that comes off of it. If they've got an arc pass, they got an arc and go. If they've got a jet pass or jet, they've got a jet pass, and if they've got they got the throwbacks, they got the double pass. They'll throw it back to the quarterback. They've got they do a lot that really forces you to play with a lot of discipline. Very option-like in some of the discipline that it takes and the philosophy that it takes. Oh, some. Yeah, I mean, they've run plenty, and I think they do it when they feel like they need to, and so. Yeah, no, they do it when I think they feel like they need to. That isn't something that they've forgotten how to do, I can promise you.
What do you remember about going up there a few years ago and then late in the game, defense wasn't able to get off the field? What do you remember about that environment?
Again, they were all charged up and played with a lot of aggression and were very physical, lined up and beat us. So it wasn't anything that was a fluke. They just outperformed us, outcompeted us, outcoached us, all of those things.
Overall, how pleased were you with the defensive effort against Texas?
It's good. Again, the most pleasing thing through 2 games is just the effort that we're playing with, and cover up for a lot of mistakes and a lot of inexperience if you just play with effort. And really good leadership, great accountability, improving with fundamentals and technique. I thought our corners covered really well. I mean, there's a lot of guys that played well, but I was really pleased with DK and AJ, and Mario got in as well and played well. And but the effort as much as anything. I thought we played with a good physical toughness to us, and flew to the ball, and we were striking and did a good job covering and tackling overall.
Is the biggest challenge this week sort of being able to handle the success after just basically dominating it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's the challenge. Again, you've had some preparation in regards to your first couple opponents always, just because you don't look ahead to the whole season in fall camp. But you have a little bit extra time if you use your time wisely to look at your first couple opponents depending on who they are. And so you got a little familiarity with them, and now you're kind of starting over, so to speak, with Syracuse. And so, you know, although coaches, we've played against them, there's a lot of guys that have not played against Syracuse. So we've done no prep work ahead of time, you know, being the third game of the season. So, you know, I think catching them up familiarity-wise with what they do and how we're going to defend it is probably the biggest challenge. You know, anytime you have, you know, some success, especially if you're dealing with young players, you know, keeping the right mindset, handling that, I think, again, as we've said, handling adversity is a lot easier than handling success. And, you know, just having the right mindset, the hunger, the toughness, and, again, really knowing your opponent. And, you know, to me right now, again, Syracuse, again, as we said after the game, if there's something they're tough, they'll respond. And, you know, a wounded dog is the most dangerous dog to me. And they'll come in with a great deal of desperation, toughness, the right kind of mindset, you know, coming, you know, off their last game.
What can you tell us about DeVito and what he's different than Eric?
No, it's like I was saying, there's more similarities, a lot more similarities than there are differences. The biggest difference is that you don't see him being quite as outwardly emotional. But he's tough and competitive like Dungy, and he's got a big arm and throws the ball, got a big arm, throws the ball on time and gets the ball out there on their RPOs, and has a really nice deep ball, throws with great accuracy on the deep ball. Again, threw for 330 yards in their last game. And you know, he's mobile. He can run around too. So I see more similarities. And he's got experience, not quite the depth of experience that you know, two had, but he played extensively again in the North Carolina, Notre Dame, and the Florida State games last year, and has 2 games under his belt this year.
Kendrick got some more opportunities in coverage on Saturday. What are his best qualities to you as a player?
Again, his toughness. He's competitive. He's got great instincts, terrific ball skills. He's long. He's got good size and strength to him. He's a good tackler. He handles everything the same, just from a mindset standpoint. You know, doesn't get too high or too low. And but he loves a challenge.
Has he lived up to the expectation you have?
Sure, and again, no doubt. And I expect him to just become more knowledgeable and experienced, and with that will come a little more savviness, and you know, things of that nature. And but you know, he's not a polished product by any stretch, and but he's doing a nice job. You know, he's really worked hard and is invested in our meetings and on the practice field at trying to get the position down.
When you said the fact that Xavier Kelly didn't play on Saturday was more of a function of the defensive scheme you were using. Do you anticipate he'll play more on Saturday?
Yeah, sure.
Where do you think he is right now, just as a player? I mean, how do you grade?
Since our last game, we talked about him. He did good. Yeah, he did real well. He got in there and played meaningful snaps, and he's done a good job. He's gotten better. He's really he's worked hard, and that's why he played a lot in that first game.
Anybody else? All right. Thank you,
Right?
coach.
Yep.
Thank you, Coach.
You got it.
Yeah, I like it short and sweet.
Last week he was like half a